Picture this. It's the early 2000s, the PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox are at their peak, and you cannot wait to get home from school on a Friday afternoon, invite some friends over for the weekend, and just have so much fun gaming. Maybe your mom orders some pizza for you and your friends, and life is good. We had bangers like Midnight Club, Ratchet & Clank, Grand Theft Auto, Resident Evil 4, Halo, and man, the list would go on for a while. I am not kidding when I say there were a crapload of amazing games that released in the early 2000s, and there was nothing quite like playing against your friends in Halo or taking turns playing Resident Evil 4 or Devil May Cry. But now, fast forward roughly 20 years. Battle royales have gaming in a chokehold, games are infested with microtransactions, and every lobby is filled with sweaty tryhards who are attempting to go pro. Gaming for fun seems rare these days because almost everyone is trying to make money from it in some way, whether it be making YouTube videos, competing professionally, writing reviews, or streaming. Now, I'm not saying gaming as a career is inherently bad, but I am saying gaming has changed drastically over the past 20 years because of these things. People are far less likely to enjoy gaming if their livelihood depends on performing extremely well in the gaming space, whether that be in a tournament, entertaining your audience, or writing reviews. The pressure to perform spectacularly, the microtransactions, and the $100 premium pre-order go fuck yourself with a sandpaper dildo edition have all contributed negatively to gaming these days. Even I struggled to enjoy gaming for a while, and sometimes I still do. I've been playing video games ever since I was a toddler. Gaming has been my ultimate passion for as long as I can remember. And when I was a kid, I saw people posting gaming videos on YouTube, and I desperately wanted to share my gaming experience with the world. This thing that I loved so much, and the joy it brought me every day. I wanted to share that with as many people as I possibly could, and YouTube seemed like the perfect way to do that. It was difficult at first, because I didn't own a computer, so I had to stream and edit videos with my Xbox and PlayStation 4, which was far from ideal, but it was all I had at the time. After a while, I began to feel bad if I played video games without streaming or recording. I felt like I was wasting my time if I wasn't actively trying to make a living from gaming. The first few years of uploading to my YouTube channel, I had very little success. I started my YouTube channel in 2015, and I didn't get over 100 subscribers until 2023. My videos almost never got over 100 views, and I created hundreds of videos, and no, I'm unfortunately not exaggerating. This failure drove me into a depression. I didn't want to think about video games or creating content anymore. I was struggling with life at the time, and I could feel myself becoming bitter and pessimistic as time marched on. It just felt like everything piled on and destroyed this hobby that I used to love so much. The microtransactions, the pressure to perform well, the tryhards, the crazy high game prices, the lack of innovation from game developers, my consistent failure to go pro in Call of Duty, and my failure to earn a large audience on YouTube. I just grew sick of it all. I was burned out. I was at my breaking point. Life just kept kicking me while I was down, and it wouldn't let up, not for a moment. As cringy as it sounds, I began to hate everything. My friends who betrayed me, my girlfriend who cheated on me, my constant failures. I began this journey when I was roughly 14 years old, with hope and light in my eyes, every day believing my dreams would become reality and that I would achieve my goals, every day believing that true love is real. It's been 10 years, I'm 24 now, and I never expected my life to turn out this way. Living in a shitty small apartment and working a job that I hate just to barely afford to live, writing a script after a bad day at work for a video that people may never see. Gaming has become a shell of its former self, and so have I. At least, that's how I felt for a long time. However, things have been changing recently. Actually, it's probably more accurate to say that my perspective has changed. This idea that gaming is a shell of its former self may have some merit, but I no longer believe this statement is entirely accurate. Gaming isn't set in stone, and neither am I. We still have great games like, anything from software releases. Their games are high quality and their prices are fair and reasonable. The same goes for their DLC expansions. Square Enix puts out fun and immersive games as well, And although gaming has many flaws these days, there are still amazing games to be played, even if they are becoming few and far between. Video games as a service like Fortnite and Overwatch are hurting the gaming industry without a doubt, especially with all the microtransactions and gambling that's tied to loot boxes. What the gaming scene needs now more than ever is balance. There are far too many shitty games being created with the sole intention of taking as much money as possible from gamers. Instead, there needs to be more solid single-player / co-op experiences, more games like Halo, Gears of War, God of War, Spider-Man, Stellar Blade, Nier Automata, Kingdom Hearts, Bloodborne? Oh goodness, dude, especially Bloodborne. Sony, please give us Bloodborne on PC and Bloodborne 2, dude. So many people are craving it, and you guys are slacking. Anywho, my point is, I believe gaming nowadays still has the potential to be amazing like it was years ago. We can still find games that are worth playing. Games with stories and characters that stick with us for a long time. Games that help us create fun memories with our friends and family. We just need to choose the right games to play.